I see I finally see where the hate comes from. I'm not playing with him. I finally see. I told the nigga I'm not playing with him. Captain Gangster. You know. They gon' hate on me. And that's my type. I be giving them money, nigga. All my life. I'm not playing with them niggas yet. I do it right. I know it right. To the money that be me and that my type. That my type. I don't play with them. And that my life. I be getting to the money, nigga. And that my type. My nigga, yeah, be hating on me. Yeah, you don't wanna do that, my nigga. I promise you. Like them niggas, she know me and that my type. Get my type. Yeah, woke up in the club, Cody Mag. I'm on that shit. Bricked up with the money good. She know me. I got double key. Keep it on me with a wristband with a lot of money on thug shit. She know that state go the one she love, nigga. I want all let go. Hating on me and never be proud. Never be right. Me know my life. Then she fucking, we get it tonight. I know she be knowing I'm there. I know she know I gotta get. She know I come to her 40 on. She know about that. I don't gotta lie to you. She already know I do. Niggas be hating on me, but me, yeah, I keep it true. Whatever she need, my money be good. She already know what I do. And I don't be fucking with them. I only fucking with you. Niggas be hating since I stepped on the scene on the YouTube shit. I been getting to the money, nigga. You would think I'm about to break. You would think I served the club on some mud shit. And I don't hate on them niggas. They only hate on niggas. Why you hate on me? What? You already know how I be. What? I be on that shit. You already know I'm G. I don't be fucking with you. So why you fucking with me? Cappy Key. Page like police. You already know how I be. Cappy Key. Came in these YouTube streets, stepping B. What? Came through these YouTube streets, stepping B. I don't give a fuck. Them niggas always gonna hate on me. They gonna hate on Cappy Keys, man. Nigga. I don't fuck. Cappy Keys. How them niggas play? They gon' hate on me. You know why them niggas act like they don't wanna stay with me? We in DFW. When I come through, you already know how I be. Bag a bitch, take off the stage for 1, 2, and 3. She love niggas, she know I'm break. 40 man for the other shit. I don't play with them, I get to the money. You already know how shit get. 23, I bought a Bentley. 22, I bought a club. 24, had another club. Swear to God, I show you love. I'm 30 out. Listen, you know what I'm about. I don't got to play with these niggas. They know that the money I bring. Let's go. Keep that 40 with them. Let's go. Nigga be talking like you already know what it is. What I'm about. Nigga don't play with me. You know how I be. You already know. You already know. What it do? This your boy Gangsta Cap. You already know what time it is. I got the lowdown for the lowdown, and this is where it go down. Like, share, subscribe to the page. You already know what it is, man. #1 spot for on-air interviews and celebrity gossip. This is The Bounce, the #1 spot on YouTube, man. You already know what it is. Salute to all my mods out there, Faison, Churches, Politics, TVs. Make sure y'all go check them out. You already know. Kimmy in the building. What up, Kimmy? What's up? You already know what time it is, y'all. So we're going to break it down like we do, you know. We give only so much attention to these other ones before we have to get back to what we do, you know. But so we got a story for y'all today, man. So a criminal investigation has took place, man, in Denton. And that's right in my neck of the woods, Denton, Texas, where a mother was arrested for assaulting a student, man. I'm talking about criminal investigation has unfolded in Denton after a 13-year-old girl is attacked on a bus by adults, 2 adults and another student. The bus was leaving Bettye Myers Middle School last week when the 8th grader girl said she was attacked by people who just jumped on the bus and she never knew who they was, man. Kimmy, what you think about that situation, being a mother that got daughters?
I think it's terrifying, especially if I got a call from my daughter saying that she was just attacked by a little girl and her mother was there. I would feel real alarmed. You know, I would want to know who the mother was. I'd be pissed, actually. I can't say that I'd be composed.
Yeah, that shit crazy right there. But imagine, and the crazy thing about it, the girl was called her mother while she was getting off the bus. Because remember, they followed her. So they got on the bus, beat her up when she got on the bus, followed the bus until the bus dropped the girl off, and then jumped on the girl again.
What was the bus driver?
The bus driver was an old man. He basically didn't do nothing. He sat back and watched it as they jumped on the bus, and then he drove off when he dropped her off. And the mother and the daughters and them jumped on her again.
Well, so then I'd be mad at him too, or anybody that put him in high in that position. Reason being is because it's his job, just like it is the teachers when they're on the school premises, to protect the children. He has a right to try to protect the children as well, because you're allowing these people to come on here, and their children are your responsibility.
And that was my question. Was going to be
too old to deal with these types of situations. And I know there's a discrimination law out there. You can't just say, "Oh, sir, you're too old." But that needs to be placed into consideration, because you have to have the agility and the reflexes to deal with something in fast situations, especially to protect the kids. So, I mean, I would have some issues there, whatever the school district would have to do with him.
And that was going to be my question to you. Do we hold the bus company any type of responsibility to protecting our kids once they leave that school?
Yes, they should, and they do, because of the fact that you are in possession of children. And the same procedures, just like when they're on school premises, is the same, because you're responsible for transporting them. That's why they know where the routes are. Even when our kids decide to get on somebody else's bus, they say, "Hey, you don't route my bus. Mm-hmm. You're not on here." This is their responsibility to know these things. And especially to allow someone to come on the bus that's not a teacher who has a badge and allow another student to be, hurt, that's a problem.
Now they also saying that this girl was expelled from school. Now we know Bettye Myers, that's a new school. I think that's a new school in Denton too.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I think I heard of Bettye Myers, because they just built that new high school too. I think they got a Bettye Myers High School too. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is that she got expelled, but now I think the mother and the daughter got a big lawsuit against this bus company, because I do believe this bus company is held to some type of expectation to make sure that this child was supposed to make it home safe. Yeah. Once you get on a public bus that which is transported by the school, come on, bro. She was supposed to lock them doors. Or better yet, the bus driver was supposed to call the police.
Call the police.
Like you would.
If you can't, first of all, no parent should be able to just walk up on the bus. You're responsible for every child that's on there, and for situations whether violence or being taken away, you are there to protect them. So if you could not close the door soon enough, the police should have definitely been called. Your job is to stand up in front of the parent. Whatever you have to do, you have to treat these kids as if they're yours, because you have a responsibility for your job. When you speak to the school district, when you speak to your transportation company, you have to answer these questions, and you need to make sure that everything was done to protect these children. Because in a worse situation, it could have came up there with it could have been a parent or someone to get on the bus with firearms, like we've seen before.
Or better yet, what if she would have got off the bus the second time and then they were sitting there with firearms ready to get
You don't know what the intention of the public is, because already they're erratic trying to engage in an argument and a fight with children on a bus. So you have to question the adult that's gone this far, because remember, these are what? Middle schoolers, elementary school kids. So you question the adult. This is not like back in the day where mama met you with the kids and y'all met up at the bus stop. It was a little scuffle and y'all went on. These parents are approaching children as well. So the transportation company holds a responsibility to the child's parent that was assaulted, because they were supposed to protect her.
What type of charges do you think these parents looking at now
see that,
that's like,
because I don't know the legal system.
Running up on a school bus ain't no difference than running up on the school grounds, I would think.
I would hope it holds the same weight, because like I said, you're transporting.
Because legally the kids ain't made it home yet.
Right, and these children are still responsible, and although they've left the school premises, they are now with another company that is hired and supposed to be reputable by the school district. The school district. So you're hoping that they have the same elements of protection that the school holds.
Nah, you would hope so.
The children have every right to be protected, whether they're on school grounds or they're being transported through school.
Nah, but the crazy thing about it is that, like Bro, keep drinking. Have y'all ever had a parent run up on a school bus and beat up one of the students with the kid?
Bro, all the time. Yeah, like I was saying. Looking at it.
Nah, for real.
Oh.
That ain't never happened at your school?
No.
That shit just happened in Denton. In Denton today, one of the girls was getting into a fight, was about to fight another girl. So they set it up, they beat up the girl, right? So she come out of school to get on the bus. The mama and the daughter run up on the bus, beat up the little girl. Then they get on the bus and leave. They follow the bus to the bus stop and beat up the girl again when she get off the bus. Middle school kids.
This is like me going down.
What it do? Damage control.
What it
do?
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's one thing to not play about your daughter. It's another thing to be fighting with your daughter.
Yeah, that's what you would think.
Day, like I said, if your daughter is fighting the other girl, then that's what it is. If you want your kid out there fighting or learning those types of lessons, then that's what it's always been. The kids meet up head to head, they box it out, and that's it. And if there was every problem, then the mamas would be like, "Go get your mama out."
And Roz,
and then it would go from there.
Roz said the bus is school property. So far as he concerned, until my kid get home, I got a motherfucking problem.
Exactly.
Until my kid come home, I got a motherfucking problem.
Right. So if I was the mother and I got the call from my daughter that I was assaulted on the bus, and then they followed me, and then came to my bus stop and did it again, then I would have a problem.
Mama, like you see your kid in school and you find out that mama's is beating up on your daughter. I ain't gonna lie, I would go crazy.
Nigga, I'll be ready to go.
Like, what the fuck is the school, the bus?
Exactly.
The bus driver didn't even close the door and call the police.
That's what I'm saying. So, nigga, as far as I know, the bus driver, you got something to do.
Right. Everybody's involved. And everybody should be
I'm suing the school. I'm suing them.
D'Angelo said it's everybody's job as a parent to protect these kids and make sure that they get home safe and vice versa.
And the dog is finding out. You know, you're supposed to be the parent. You're supposed to break it up.
Right.
You heard Kimmy?
What?
D'Angelo said it's everybody's job as a parent to protect these kids and make sure they get home safe and vice versa.
Right. Right. And where was the bus stop? Did they leave the school and the fight took off started at the school and then she followed behind the school?
No, it started at the school where they jumped on the bus, started fighting her. It started at the school, right. And then once then they got off the bus, followed the bus some more, and then she took off.
Oh no, it's definitely bus driver's responsibility to make sure.
That's why they saying the bus driver had ample opportunity after they got beat up. Mm-hmm. He could have stopped the bus, called the police, had the police come to the bus.
That bus wouldn't have moved. It shouldn't have moved off the school premises. Somebody from the school should have came down, and just like we seen the other day with another incident, before the school bus even left school, if that fight took place, somebody and everybody who was on school premises should have been at that bus to take care of this. And that woman should have been apprehended at that time. Mm-hmm. By somebody from a superintendent, a principal, whoever. Because that's unacceptable. That means you let a fight go down and then you took off.
But you gotta remember, these bus drivers are regular people just like us.
No, they're not. When you take a job, it's your responsibility to do your job. So that means you're not doing your job.
I know, right? I know, but I'm saying, like, it'd be like bum niggas driving the bus.
Well, that's the risk. But then
that's even more of a problem.
So why laws should be
nowadays they just hire anybody to drive the bus.
And that makes my point. Even more so is the reason why you should be able to go after the school.
They be just as ghetto as the motherfucking moms hopping on the bus. So that's why they don't give a fuck. If it was the principal, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't got real people driving the bus.
No, well then that makes even more.
Then we have more of a problem.
More of a background check.
Yeah,
they need to be considered because that means your child is in.
We got niggas smoking on the bus with the kids.
Oh, no,
man, what y'all think, man, in the chat? Y'all let me know. Who y'all hold responsible? Is the bus company responsible? Is the school responsible? Is the bus driver responsible? Do you think charges can be brought up on the bus driver?
I don't know how the charges will work on the bus driver. I think
because that's like if when a police officer do something, if he don't render aid. Right, they put charges. It's like, isn't that like the bus driver failed to render aid to the child?
Right, that puts a problem. That just like any teacher, anything, when you don't try to